Yeah, of course. So very briefly, we have a family that are the ancient Latins, and those families have a king, and his brother tries to usurp his throne, eventually succeeds. This king that was originally had a daughter, and that daughter was kind of almost seen as like an heir. The women were given that place of importance. She had two boys, Romulus and Remus, by the god Mars, even though she'd been kept captive. She was able to do that, and they were kind of seen as the heirs apparent. Those two boys, Romulus and Remus, were taken away by kind of this angry, naughty uncle, great uncle, and put into a basket and thrown into the river Tiber, hoping that they would drown. These two boys then go down the river. They just happen to come to the paws of a she-wolf, Lupa the she-wolf, who my first book is about, and who's one of my primary guys. I adore her. They just happen to land at her feet. She just happens not to eat them, and she loves them, mothers them, nurses them, takes them back to her cave, which is on one of the sacred hills of Rome. She looked after them until eventually they're found by a farmer, and then eventually they come on to become grown men, and they become the founders of the city of Rome. So they create kind of farming villages and develop them on the different hills of Rome. Romulus, which is the kind of the brother that survives, he does kill his other brother. He kind of creates this city on Palatine Hill, which eventually over time becomes the city of Rome. Different tribes come are invited in or are brought in, and it becomes kind of this gigantic city, then empire, like I said, based around this one sacred hill, really, but the seven hills of Rome. It's a fascinating
Mm.
story.